Hey folks, we're back at Nugget Gully. I widened this ravine up a little bit, headed this way towards the tailing pile. This way here, it's starting to slope up. As you can see, the rock's going up. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you something here. We're gonna go up. Oh, maybe 4 years ago, I detected briefly this gully surface. Pretty much on the surface, and then I picked up some nuggets, multi-grammers, and then what I did, went down the ravine and got a signal right over there, and I picked up a real nice nugget, 8 feet there. I've picked up a nice crystalline piece, nice flat piece. And you see over here, we're not too far. We are about, you see over there where we're digging? You can see where the dirt is. Right over there, there's that tree, the buckeye, right down there. So we're probably about, I'd say 25, 30 feet to the bigger gold where I found many years ago. So I thought I'd start at the end, and of course at the end of a ravine you're going to find very small bits, very high pressure area there. I think just blew a lot of gold out down below into a creek. So anyhow, we're working this way. At first I thought, let's just skip these 20 feet and just jump right here where I found those bigger nuggets, and then work our way up. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm stubborn that way. When I start something and I have a plan, I'm just gonna continue going through here. But I did notice that most of the tailing piles are on the left side where all that poison oak is. It's not on this side. Most of it's on the other end. Seems to be more of a lesser slope. So when the torrential rain would come, I think most of the pieces were down center, right down the center, and then over to the left. So that's the plan. We're gonna go back down there, keep widening it up and moving forward until we get to this area. And what I like about this area the most is look at this. There's a tree here. There's trees all around. I'm gonna have shade right here. And let's hope the bedrock is a little bit shallower over there. At the end over there, it just gets steeper and deeper. A lot of overburden, whatnot. I'm going down 3 feet. Some areas I'm digging down 4 feet. It's a lot of work for one person, but anyway, persistence is key, right? So we're just gonna kind of continue forward and work our way up the ravine, and hopefully the nuggets get more frequent and there's more traps in the creek or the ravine, and hopefully they get bigger. So anyhow, enough talk. Let's get back to work and see you on the first target. Now I'm looking at this area here where the bigger gold came from many years ago. I just may pull off of that area just one day, not today, one day, and don't be surprised if I'm digging here and just do a big test hole, go about 10 feet wide, straight down, see if we get some nuggets right there, just for curiosity's sake. All right, back to work. All right, here we are at our spot. I'm gonna get to work and let's toss some of this dirt. We're gonna toss some dirt down below and then we'll detect it. Okay, I got my first signal. So what you do with these pulse induction and VLF machines, when you first turn on a metal detector, you got to ground balance it. What that means is the coil is connected to the box here with all the electronics. So what you got to do is you have to ground balance it. Basically, the coal has to sniff and sense the mineralization and kind of settle down. Otherwise, it's going to make all kinds of noise. So when you see me pump it like this a few times, hold it down. It's basically evaluating the soil's mineralization and trying to void it out. So anyhow, in the wall, I have a signal there. Let me dig that out and see what we have. All right, first target, drop down off the wall. It's loud, I don't expect it to be gold, but we got to dig it. Probably gold miners' trash that they left me. I don't visually see it, but let's see. Oh, okay. Something big. Usually when you're doing this, if it's a piece of gold, you're going to spot that yellow. When I get to the end and I don't spot it, oh gosh, I see it. It's, look at it. Wow, it's a big slug. Look at that, what is that? Looks like ball shot or like a little button. No, I think it's a ball shot, black powder rifles. It's a bullet, it's lead, but I'll put that in my pocket. Yep. Okay, well, at least we're in the heavy areas. You know, when you start digging lead, you want to continue in that direction. That means heavies are getting caught up in there. If this piece of lead could get caught there, hey, you know, we found that. I'm not sure if you people have seen the video before where there's lead, there could be gold. So follow the lead. Anyway, I found a nice little piece of gold with it, 2 pieces of lead. So, all right, let's continue. First target, lead. Okay, so in that same section where that piece of lead came out, I have another signal. So let's dig that out, see what our second signal is. Knocked out some more material out. Got a good signal. All right, let's see if we could identify what that object is. Let me dig it out some more. Okay, it's still in there. What I've done is I cleaned this up. We can't get any more hard pack. And what I've done here, I built a little ramp, a ledge. When I dig it out from there, it's going to drop and stop here. Just a little trick of the trade. All right, it's right there. Well, there it is. A square nail, folks. All right, well, you know, trash, lead, that's okay. Let's continue forward. That's our second target. Let's find out what we get on our third target. Okay, I spread the material up a little bit, and I have a little target here. Let's see what our is it the fourth target or third? It'll be our third. Okay, looks like it's in this dirt clog. You don't know how many times, you know, I mean, I love dirt clogs. I mean, I know some of you who detect for gold, when you get a dirt clog, a lot of times there's a piece of gold in there. I'm not sure about this one, but we'll definitely put it in here, tear it apart, and see what we got in there. And it's not the hardest clog. Let's see. Oh, and it happens to be in this piece. Oh, darn, I see it. But, you know, it's okay. It's okay. It's a piece of lead. It's a piece of lead. That's okay. This is great. Well, at least we're getting some trash and heavies. All right, let's continue. See what our fourth target will be. Okay, fourth target right here. It doesn't sound too good, but gotta dig it. Got it right in here. Sounds a little trashy. Sounds like iron, but we'll see. There it is. Yep, square nail. All right, let's continue. Oh, tossed. Okay, at least I tossed in the right direction. Okay, fifth target. Let's uncover it. It's right there. All right, got in my green scoop. Very faint signal. Not very loud. Very, very small. Don't understand. What is this? I think it's something on top of this little piece of rock. Yeah, do you see it? Birdshot, piece of lead. It's a little round thing. There you go. Sometimes when you throw those rocks, there could be gold on top of it, obviously. Well, all right, fifth target. That's, what, 3 pieces of lead, 2 pieces of iron. Okay, we're moving forward. Knocked some more off. What did I say? Rinse and repeat. And I got a nice signal right here. Okay, let's check it out and see what that is. I didn't get it on the camera, but I picked up another birdshot piece of lead and another larger chunk of lead. So this direction here, we're getting trash and we're getting lead. So, okay, let's dig this piece out and see what we get. Okay, I got it in here. Yep, I see it. It's white. Very old lead. There we go. All right, another piece of lead. Lead's winning out to the iron, and I like that. All right, man. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of lead. Let's continue in this direction. Maybe we'll hit some gold. Okay, I got another target. Not far from the last piece of lead we had. All right, let's dig it out. Okay, it's got in the scoop. Looks like another piece of lead. Well, you know what? The closer we get further up the ravine, I mean, we're getting a lot more stuff here than the lower part. And we're in a section where they actually worked, and for a reason. Down there, they didn't have many tailing piles. Over here, this is when they really went heavy, and further up. So we're getting into more stuff. So we're going to find, we're getting in the right direction. All right. Okay, got another target. Let's dig it out, drop it down on the floor, see what it is. A bent square nail. All right, well, follow the lead. So as you see, as I'm digging out this right side of the ravine, we're hitting major bedrock right there. So what we're going to do, my plan is to continue on this right side, okay? And then we're going to backfill that way behind here on this side. Once we get this channeled out, I'm going to have space there to go into the left side. And then what we'll do, we're just going to dump the material on this side here. So just the opposite. We're going to dig out all these tailings, get to the bedrock and detect that. As you see the tree over there, maybe 10 feet towards me, that's where I found some larger nuggets. On this side so far today, I'm picking up a lot of trash and a lot of lead. So we're going to continue doing that. Like I said, take the right side to move the material, open it up so there's plenty of room space here to work. And then we're going to go into this wall right here on the left bank and clear that out where the slope goes up, and you know, probably gold's never going to go up beyond a certain point. And then we're just going to continue on. My goal right now is to get to that tree, and we're going to get there sooner than later. So, all right, move on forward. Okay, cleaned up the bedrock a little bit, and I think I have a signal coming through here. Right. Could be just mineralized ground, a pocket. Let me dig a little bit out of there and see what we get. This also brings up the point, and when you're detected with a pulse induction, I've observed that in the morning when it's the coolest, the pulse induction actually works a lot smoother, seems to hit the targets on, and the targets have a distinct, nice signal. As it gets towards noon and the sun rises up, there's a lot of electromagnetic interference, whether they be aircraft in the sky, radio frequencies, all those signals that are up in the air that we don't see. There's all kinds of stuff. It becomes where the metal detector itself is more, it's not as smooth, it's just more disruptive. So this right here, I'm going to go over it again. Could be a target, but I'm going to dig out a couple inches and see if we have a nice signal. Let's take a look. A lot of times it's just mineralized ground. You see how it's red. It's down in a bedrock. My coil's very old, so it's touch sensitive. Every time I hit these roots, still sounds the same, hasn't changed. Let me dig it out a little bit more. One moment, and we'll see what this is. Yeah, it's just what I thought. I had to ground balance my detector. It was just out of whack. So anyway, what I meant to say, not touch sensitive, bump sensitive. once you have these, like this coil here has got to be at least, oh, I don't know, 12 years old, if not older. I patched it up, around glued it. It's time for me to invest in another coil. I hear they're bringing it up for the legacy GPXs, the 5000s, the 4500s, the 4000s. Nugget Finder Coils is creating a new one, which is really nice because there's still a lot of guys like myself who haven't upgraded to the real expensive metal detectors, and all over the world. We need new, the newest Nugget Finder coils are the Evolution coils. They're great. They're super sensitive. I have one, but I guess they're coming up with new windings, better wiring. So I'm going to look into that. But for now, this is great. I mean, I'm picking up stuff that's, you know, a tenth of a gram. Come on, you know. I call that mosquito poop. So it works, but if there's something better to get the real small ones a little bit deeper, that's even better. These coils pay for themselves. So anyhow, let's continue forward. Let's go maybe another hour, and we'll continue on another day. All right, folks, we're going to call it a day. We put in a good effort. So this is what we found. We found a bunch of lead. This is the first one we found, and I found this one off camera. This one too. And then we have a little piece of lead, another piece of lead, and birdshot, buckshot, and that piece right there too. When you see lead that turns white like that, it's been in the ground for a very long time, okay? And then we got some iron, square nails, of course, some piece of sheet metal. There's some broken bits. But that's it. We gave it a good try. I went forward quite a bit. I'm optimistic. We got a lot more trash today, more than I've ever gotten before as we go up the ravine. A lot more lead. I've never had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of lead. And we're getting into the really good worked area, you know, the guys that worked years ago. So we're going to try to come back tomorrow and just keep moving forward. And the gold's coming. Hope you follow this journey. Hope you all have a good evening, a good day, wherever you're at. And see you on the next hunt. Take care.